Hello. This is the presentation AI Agents for Business. I'm Alexei Borodulin, a business expert and certified data science specialist. In just a few minutes, I'll show you how agent-based AI can eliminate routine tasks, speed up decision-making, and increase revenue without expanding your staff. You'll get 10 practical applications, a clear implementation plan for 30, 60, and 90 days, plus ready-to-use prompts to get you started. Watch closely and note the ideas you can immediately apply in your company. Let's get started. AI agents are not just chatbots for small talk. They are digital assistants that understand the task, search for the necessary data in your documents, emails, CRM, and on the internet, and offer ready-made steps. They show their sources, follow business rules, and help quickly compile conclusions. The person remains in charge. The agent handles the routine, but the final decision is made by me or the manager. The result: less manual work, faster responses, and higher quality decisions. Gartner predicts that by 2028, 33% of corporate applications will use agent-based AI, and 15% of decisions will be made autonomously. Now I'll show you where this has the greatest impact. Here's an overview of 10 quick applications. First, unified intelligent search across documents, email, and CRM with answers that include source links. Second, turning long reports into short summaries or podcast-style briefings. Third, generating ideas based on specified criteria and selecting the best ones. Fourth, market research and reports with facts and conclusions. Fifth, personalizing the client experience 24/7 without any loss in quality. Sixth, marketing, plans, copywriting, creative work, and metric analysis. Seventh, sales, meeting preparation, handling objections, and routine CRM updates. Eighth, development, bug detection, and code suggestions. Ninth, HR, onboarding, surveys, and a knowledge base for employees. 10th, a builder. We assemble our own agent for a specific process. Next, we'll break down each point and I'll show you where the effect is the greatest. The topic of this section, the first case, is unified search across company data. We connect documents, email, CRM, and knowledge bases to get smart search across all sources at once. I enter a natural language query, for example, show me the contract with sole proprietor Ivanov for May and the price approval. And the agent finds the exact fragments with links to the files. Important: access rights are respected. Only the data an employee is authorized to see is visible. The result: less time spent searching, less duplication, and faster preparation for meetings and memos. In practice, this saves hours of routine work every week and improves the quality of decisions here and now. Next, how to turn long documents into concise summaries and podcasts. The second method is to create a podcast, a summary, or an abstract based on the document. I upload a report or contract and ask the agent to make a short summary, 5 to 7 key points with figures and source quotes, plus a list of risks and solutions for the next 2 weeks. On request, the agent compiles a 2 to 3 minute audio summary. It's convenient to listen to on the go. Additionally, I generate questions and answers. What's important? Where are the risks? What needs to be resolved by Friday? All facts are provided with links to the relevant paragraphs of the original document. Assumptions are marked as hypotheses. As a result, the manager quickly grasps the essence. The team immediately sees the tasks and deadlines. The third case is idea generation in minutes. I set the framework, goal, segment, constraints, budget, and success metric. The agent generates dozens of options, removes duplicates, groups them by impact and complexity, and presents the top 5 with brief justifications. Next comes a draft experiment plan: resources, deadlines, risks, responsible person, and stop success criteria. The output is a prioritization table, a test brief, and a launch checklist. The team's role is to confirm the metrics and check legal and security aspects. The result is finding workable hypotheses faster and having fewer subjective arguments. Next, how the agent compiles a report and conducts in-depth market research. The fourth case, report and in-depth research. I formulate the question, quality criteria, and a list of sources. The agent creates a plan, what to look for, where to check, and how to compare. Then they gather facts from company reports, regulators, and statistics, extract figures, eliminate duplicates, and mark the level of reliability. The output is a brief summary of 1 or 2 pages, a table of key indicators, a timeline of events, a map of players, and a list of risks with possible courses of action. All quotes are referenced, and any debatable points are presented as hypotheses. Applications include market and competitor assessment, identifying trends and stakes, and preparing for a deal or product launch. The result, a quicker decision on whether to proceed or not, a clear budget, and a plan for the initial test. If desired, I can set up regular monitoring with weekly updates. The next case is personalizing the client experience. I integrate voice and chat channels, the website, messengers, and email. The agent recognizes the client's intent, pulls up their interaction history, and suggests a ready-made response and next step to the operator, be it a discount, replacement, or upsell. Complex cases are immediately routed to a human, while simple ones are resolved automatically according to set rules. For the manager, the agent compiles a metrics dashboard, the share of inquiries resolved on first contact, average response time, customer satisfaction, and reasons for repeat inquiries. This provides transparency and enables quick improvements to scripts. We start with the 5 most common requests, which cover up to 30 to 40% of the traffic, and expand the pool weekly. Mandatory elements: access rights, personal data protection, and an activity log. The result is faster responses, less routine work for the team, and higher conversion to sales. Case 6, marketing, planning, creativity, results. I provide the agent with a brief, the product, target audiences, goals, and constraints. It pulls up successful companies from history, gathers insights by segment, and creates a content plan: topics, channels, frequency. Next, it generates creative options in my brand's tone, headlines, and first screens for A/B testing. At the same time, the agent sets up the test matrix: hypothesis, metric, traffic volume, success criteria. Once a week, a KPI summary with recommendations on what to scale, what to rework, and where the funnel stages are sagging. Important: we comply with the brand book and legal requirements. The person approves the final materials. The result is less manual work, faster iterations, and a transparent connection between creativity and sales. 7th case: sales, close deals faster. I give the agent access to the CRM, emails, and meeting notes. In 1 minute, they compile a client brief. Who is the decision maker? Touchpoint history, budget, objections, and the latest promises. Before the meeting, the agent suggests a conversation plan and a cheat sheet with answers to common objections, including cases and figures. Afterwards, there's a draft of the follow-up email, tasks in the CRM, and the deal stage is updated without manual routine. At the same time, the agent cleans up duplicate leads, suggests the next best step, and provides a forecast for the pipeline, probability, timelines, and bottlenecks. The person confirms key actions: the commercial offer, discount, and SLA. The result: a shorter cycle, higher win rate, and a transparent forecast. We start with 1 segment and 3 to 5 typical scenarios, then expand. Access rights, an action log, and compliance checks with your sales regulations are a must. 8th case: development. Find a bug and fix it. I connect logs, the error tracking system, and the code repository. The agent matches traces with best practice patterns and builds a chain of symptom cause problematic code or configuration fragment. Before the review, it prepares a report: frequency of user impact, reproduction steps, and related commits. The developer gets code suggestions and links to relevant documentation, while the team lead receives prioritized triage, a list, and the impact on MTTR and DORA metrics. Next, a draft of a unit or integration test, a scenario for QA, and a description for the PR are prepared. Important: role-based access, no dangerous commands in production, and all actions are logged. We start with 1 service and fix the top 10 errors over 30 days through CI/CD tracking regressions. The result: bugs are closed faster, there are fewer incidents, and releases become more predictable. 9th case: HR, onboarding, and surveys. I connect the HR system, tasks, access rights, and the knowledge base. The agent prepares a package for the newcomer: an invitation email, a 2-week task checklist, access requests, a list of people to meet, and a mini course on the product. It reminds about deadlines, tracks progress, and pings the mentor on time. At the same time, I launch short pulse surveys to find out what's clear, where the bottlenecks are, what's missing, and I collect feedback after the 1st and 3rd weeks. For the team, quick search through regulations and policies. Show me how to request vacation, business trips, and expenses. As a result, onboarding is transparent. Shorter time to productivity, higher NPS, and lower turnover. Absolutely essential: access rights, personal data protection, and activity logs. Next, how to build your own agent for any of your processes. 10th case: build your own agent for your process. I start with a single pressing task and clear KPIs. I choose a no-code template, connect the necessary data sources, and set up access rights. I describe the rules for what the agent can do on its own and where a human is needed. I launch a pilot with a small group, measure time savings, response speed, and result quality. Then I add automation steps, triggers, and if necessary, a chain of several agents. All actions are logged, and versions and access are under security control. The result is managed automation without unnecessary AI magic and scaling only those scenarios that actually deliver results. Next, what this means for SMEs and startups in numbers. Briefly, the main points. AI agents take care of routine tasks and give time back to sales and product development. Decisions are made faster because facts and documents are at hand without endless correspondence and searching. Launches are also faster. From idea to first test takes days, not weeks. Plus, knowledge discipline, regulations, templates, metrics, and best practices become accessible to everyone. They are no longer just in people's heads. We move forward in small steps. First one process, then 3, then 10. We only scale what has proven its effectiveness. Next is an approximate implementation plan, the first 30 days. We select 1 or 2 problematic processes. We assign an owner and KPIs, time savings, SLA, accuracy. We connect basic data sources, set up access permissions, and an activity log. We launch a pilot with a small group and record the baseline metric, how many hours we currently spend. The next 30 days. We expand integrations, CRM, email, Drive, knowledge base. We run 2 or 3 iterations of the scenarios. We train the team to work with prompts and quality checklists. We measure the impact every week, completed tasks, response speed, share of manual routine. The following 30 days. We formalize successful cases in regulations, add triggers and automation, and scale to 3 or more processes. We summarize the results. We prepare a report on ROI, hours saved, and the impact on revenue and service. We prepare the next cycle of improvements. Upon request, I conduct an express diagnosis and help you quickly go through this process. Now, here are some work phrases that save hours. First, gather the key facts from these documents. Give 5 key points, quote the evidence, and attach links to files or page numbers. Separate facts from hypotheses. Second, create a comparative table of options based on the following criteria: cost, timeline, risks, and impact on revenue. At the end, provide a recommendation and the conditions under which it would change. Third, develop a 2-week plan for the task, steps, responsible parties, success metrics, risks, and stop conditions. Show what can be automated by an agent. The main rule is to always set the context and quality criteria. Next, how can we launch this for you? I am Alexei Borodulin, a business expert with 30 years in banking and 20 years in business, a certified data science specialist, and I am ready to help you through the 30, 60, and 90-day journey, from express diagnostics to implementing working scenarios with agent-based AI. If you want to speed up processes and eliminate routine tasks, leave a request in the comments. We will arrange an initial diagnostic and the first pilot in your company. You can get a presentation on this topic and the relevant checklists in the private Telegram channel. The link is below the video.